We are James and Jennifer Boyd, owners of a tile and remodel company, as well as a home decor and gift boutique in North Carolina. Join us as we share home design and decor tips, as well as how-to tutorials as we work through some of our own projects at home.
Hello, welcome back to the studio and happy Tuesday to you.
Yes, it's been a good week.
It has. It's been busy. Yeah.
It's going to be a busy week all week.
Actually, we were busy over the weekend. We were busy. We've got a busy week. We've got another busy weekend, another busy week, another busy weekend. We're kind of slammed a few weeks. Yeah, living large. All right. So welcome to our Tuesday show. If you're new with us, we go live every Tuesday night and we share home decor ideas, design, decorating tips. We share a little bit about what we've been up to, some personal projects.
We added a new microphone cable because the last one was a little short and the microphone was quite a ways away from us. So we added an extension cable for that, so it's right up close. And we put down a lovely area rug.
To try
to dampen the echoes. So we might still have to add some wall panels to get some echoes out or whatever, but we got some great feedback after the show last week, and we do appreciate that.
Yes, thank you.
And yes, thank you for that. So George says hello. Maria says hello from cold Ohio. Sorry, Maria. Oh, and well, now that's odd. Maria's saying hello from cold Ohio. My mom's saying hello from the sunny north. So there's some weather going on. We're getting rain here, so.
Yes, it started raining just a little bit ago.
Yep.
And
but a beautiful day today. Beautiful, beautiful day.
Yes, we've been really, really fortunate the last few days.
Yeah. We were on Saturday morning. We were going to market in High Point, and we saw the scariest little thing. We were like right in front of us was this black Tesla. He was like right in front of us, and we're just driving along. And I don't know if he accelerated. I don't know if he hydroplaned. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden he went, did a full circle right in front of us, slid into the ditch, did another full circle. Then he kind of went sideways up like he's going to come back up into us. But he went all the way to the other side of the road like he's going to go up into oncoming traffic. Right before he crested that shoulder, he pulled it back down into the middle of the ditch, and he was on it. Right back on the road. And it was like, whoop, buddy. Now, he did stay a safe distance behind me. I think he was looking for an exit to go change his pants because that was quite the ordeal. But it was fun watching it. Well, fun in a weird way, but yeah, it was exciting. They'll say it was exciting.
We'll say it was exciting.
Yes.
And we're thankful that
it wasn't us.
Person is okay and that nobody else was injured.
Yeah.
But yes, exciting stuff.
Yeah.
We've got some highlights from market coming up to you later in the show and some other exciting stuff. But if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do. We've got a goal. We had a goal of 75. We met that. We've kind of stalled. We have a goal of 100.
We're at 78. So that means we need you guys out there telling your friends, your neighbors, your relatives, anybody. Yeah, we're just trying to expand our reach.
Yeah.
So if you could help us out with that, we would certainly appreciate that. If you're watching us now, and most of the people watching us now are not subscribers, if you're watching us now and you're not a subscriber, go ahead and click the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. You don't get emails, and nothing happens. People are scared of subscribing, and nothing happens.
Actually, literally nothing happens, except it's a little easier to catch new episodes.
It's easier to find.
And the only way you get notifications is if you click the bell to...
Yeah. Inundate with stuff. You really don't.
Yes.
So
if you want to know...
We follow a lot of people on YouTube, so we know how it works. We're pretty familiar with that. And,
we are. We watch everything. So, but if you'd like to know a little more about the shop and about us, you can go to our website, baronsboutique.net. If you want more day-to-day stuff, catch us on Instagram or Facebook.
I didn't know how to do that.
Because I'm good.
So I do like this over here and this over here, and I'm on the run.
James, I've had several years of practice.
The backwards thing. So
yes.
Yes.
So I think we're ready for our first item.
Let's do it.
Tonight's design aspect that we're talking about is reflection. And we're talking about reflections in various ways.
And Trish, if you're on, shout out for the idea. Yeah, Trish, that works up in the boutique. She suggested we do a show on reflections. So Trish, if you're on here, comment, say I'm here, and then we'll come back and say you're on.
Tonight.
Oh, Trish is out for dinner.
To one of my favorite places.
Which one? Is she on dinner? Is it a special occasion?
It's a treat. Somebody's treating her to Ironwood tonight, her and Dan. So I'm sure they're enjoying that, and they're going to watch later.
Okay.
But let's get on to see what the first aspect of reflection we're going to be referring to.
I selected this particular framed photograph this week because of its multiple facets of reflection as an example in just one piece. The obvious is the reflection of light in the water. I love how we've got those deep, dark tones, but the ripples, the way they're capturing the light and reflecting the light up and bringing a brightness to what could have been a pretty dark piece. I love how the water reflects on the shiny surface of the bow of the boat. You can see that reflection almost like a mirror of the water in the bow. A really cool element to this is on the tip of the bow, we have a chrome piece that actually reflects the room that it's in. It reflects the dock that it's in. And if you really look closely, it's docked in a classy dock. It has a wood ceiling. You can see all of this. You can see the wood ceiling. You can see the person taking the photograph, a reflection of the person taking the photo and other people standing about on the dock. I think that's really interesting. I love the shininess of the chrome. The way the bright wood planks of this wooden boat contrast against the dark water's edge. I think that makes this piece very pleasing to the eye as well. Also, the asymmetry. It appears that the bow is dividing the picture in half when actually we're kind of tilted this direction, which is allowing all this water reflection to happen on this side, bringing interest to the piece. It's framed beautifully with a nice wood tone frame, and then it also has a nice silver inlay on the interior of the frame. This piece is $329.99, and dimensions are 33 by 24.
James is having all kinds of struggles over here. He's whispering to himself. But George, very true. Just because it's sunny doesn't mean it's not cold up north. So that's a true statement. All right, so this is our great boat picture that I was referring to, and I'm going to bring it really close.
I love this picture.
So if you look right there in the nose of the boat, you can see the bow of the boat. You can see the reflection that we were talking about in the video. You can see that wood slatted ceiling. You can see the water of the dock. You can see the edge of the dock. And in person, if you look really, really close, you can see the person taking the photograph, and you can see other people in that dock area. Just a really cool piece. So in this particular piece, we're talking about the reflection of light. Right now I'm getting a little bit of reflection from the screen, so I'm kind of tilting the picture so we have less of that. But you see the reflection of the light in the water, those ripples, so it creates movement in the photograph. I love the color. What actually sparked this idea is I was thinking about putting this particular piece in the show last week when we were referring to Happy Color, because I just love those orangey red tones of the wood that's in the boat. But I already had a show built. I had a few too many things to begin with, and to add another piece, I really wanted to feature this, and it was Trisha's idea. She said, what about reflections, because of all the reflections going on in this piece? And I thought that was a great idea, and just love how this is reflecting light. It's reflecting the room like a mirror, and it's almost reflecting symmetry. The bow of the boat, it's actually a little asymmetrical, because that line of the bow, if you look at the picture in the corner over there, you can see that it's slightly off center, which again adds a little visual interest. This particular piece is $329 and framed beautifully. I'm going to show you a bit of an up close look at that frame. It is a wood frame, and then it has that brushed silver inlay all around the interior of the frame. It does have D-rings on the back for hanging. It does not come with a wire. I was feeling inside the package, sometimes they hide it in there, but it does not come with wire, so you will need either picture hanging wire, or you would need to use your level and use your hooks for the D-rings. But again, a beautiful, beautiful piece. $329. Great. Isn't the studio great? Tell us how the sound is this week. How's the echo? Did we get rid of the echo with the carpet, with the way the mic is right now? I know there was a little bit of mic pickup issue when James and I were both talking last week at part of the show. So let us know how that's going. So, all right, let's move on to our next item. This one, we are truly talking about reflection, reflecting your image or reflecting the image in the room. This is a beautiful mirror, and I don't have it to hold to show you because it's very heavy. And I guess I could have had James hold it for you, but I feel like Trisha's video of this mirror up close and her photograph as well does great justice for it, so it wasn't necessarily needed.
Jordan, you will say they don't have echo.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you for the input. We really appreciate that. So I love this mirror. It's great for modern or transitional look. It has that step down. So we've got a mirror, stepping in, stepping in, stepping in. Each layer of those steps of the mirror is beveled. So it captures light in a different way and adds another element of dimension and interest. So not only does the mirror reflect from the center, but also the frame of those steps of mirror are reflecting the room as well. So the great beauty about mirrors, not just to check yourself when you're going out the door, but check yourself, is also to reflect the room. When you have a mirror in a space, it reflects light and it reflects the room itself. So it gives the appearance of a wall or a room appearing slightly larger than it actually is. Great way to open up a space without breaking down walls. This mirror is $299. And James, could you share with us the dimensions of this mirror?
James didn't get a cheat sheet this week.
James' cheat sheet is virtual this week. It is.
Which is not visible to him when he can't see it.
It is 2 inches wide, 34 inches tall, and 2 inches deep.
All right. Thank you, Ashley, for that update. So, yes, so it's a good size mirror. It's perfect for a vanity. We have one on the floor, but this mirror is still available for ordering. So it is something that we can bring in. If you like this and would like a second, we can do that for you. The price, however, has increased since we've purchased it. So if you wanted additional mirror, there will be a bit of a price increase from this one. So, that's that. All right. So reflection, not just of light, like in the picture, or of image, like in the mirror. Another aspect of reflection is up in this video right now.
When we're talking about reflection in design, we don't necessarily always mean reflecting light or reflecting a surface like a mirror. We can also reflect in a way where we're reflecting one image and another, which is developing symmetry. And in this particular setting, we have reflection of the lamps or symmetry of the lamps. They don't reflect light, they produce it, but they're a reflection of each other on one side of the table from the other. These are new to the shop, first time airing on the show. We're pretty excited about them because of their simplicity and their beauty. The shade has a linen look and kind of an oatmeal-y color, oatmeal-y taupey color to them. The finial is in a brushed nickel, and the base is really interesting to me. It's a ceramic base. The top portion is glazed, so it's shiny, and the bottom portion of the lamp is a matte finish, so that glazing stops at this little rim in the center, which adds interest as well, because the top portion is reflecting light and giving a bit of a shine, but the matte finish is absorbing the light. This lamp is $150. At its widest point on the shade is 15 inches, and the height is 26 inches. So a nice size lamp. We do have two of them, not sold together. They are sold separately. So if you're not wanting to do a reflection or creating symmetry with the lamps, you can purchase one if you'd like.
I love these new lamps. They're really simple in design, but they're so stylish. I love that we have two of them. Whenever I purchase mirrors, I always try to purchase them in pairs unless it's something that is very distracting. Sorry, there's all kinds of screens clicking in front of my face. Okay. So what was I saying? This particular lamp, I really like it because of its simplistic style, because of its simplistic color. It's something that could go in any room, really. It really could. It could fit in a traditional style, contemporary, transitional. It really fits every style because of its simple color and because of its simple design. It has that oatmeal-y linen shade to it. I saw so many lamps. I saw so many lamps at market where it was a beautiful lamp, but the shade was not good. So I checked it off the list because finding additional shades right now is not the easiest thing to do. I did see some places that had some shades, custom shades that you could purchase, but that's not everybody's game. A lot of people just like a one and done lamp, so that's what I try to bring into the shop. The base of this, I love the different surfaces. I love that top, how it's a nice smooth glaze that fades into a matte finish for the base of the lamp.
You are in the shade, Lady Jen, says George.
I am. So this lamp is $150, and dimensions of this lamp, again from the video, were...
The dimensions of this lamp, the width at its widest point on the shade is 15 inches, and the height is 26 inches.
Okay. So
I do that so well.
Perfect for a space if the size is right. You've got to be careful about that, making sure the size is right. You don't want a lamp that's overpowering a table or a lamp that's too tiny for a larger table. Now, in the video, we were talking about reflecting and reflecting with symmetry. So we have a lamp on one side and a lamp on the other, reflecting symmetry, meaning that the two items on both sides of the table were identical. This is a very traditional way of styling tabletop, mantle, a shelf. is that symmetrical matching side, one side matching the other. In other words, a mirror image or a reflection of one side to the other. And that's why we introduced this, because we have two of them. And I wanted to show you that reflection isn't just of image, it can be of appearance as well. All right. Another item that we're reflecting in appearance are our glass candlesticks. They're tall, they're beautiful, they capture the light and reflect the light oh so beautifully. We've had these displayed in different windows throughout the showroom. I'm going to take this candle off so I don't drop it and break it. But we've had these displayed in various places in the showroom, and whenever we put them near a window, they capture and reflect the light in such a pretty way. They look like a super high-end, expensive glass candle pillar holder. However,
that's a long name. A super high-end, thick glass, super candlestick holder.
Yes.
Thingamajig.
Thingamajig. But it's $53.99, which I think is a steal. It is solid through the neck. The base does scoop in, and then the top scoops in as well, because in the top, you can stick a taper, or you can use the wider base for your pillar. So it has two different options there.
Our candlesticks don't discriminate against your candles.
We've also done we've gotten creative and put objects on top of these as well. Doesn't necessarily have to just be for candles. Candlesticks don't necessarily have to be just for candles. This is great for, again, that reflective symmetry if you would like, because we do have two of them. They would be beautiful on a fireplace mantle, especially if you had some kind of exterior light shining in. Like in our living room, we've got that whole back wall of windows, and in the evening time, the light shines in so beautifully. We've got those two blue glass urns. Because you were all with Spider-Man. Frank does a lot of things.
These candlesticks would look great on top of a piano.
Oh, yeah. Yep, they would. Something that we've done in the shop and in this picture is you can see we have a tall pillar on one, and then we have a shorter pillar on another. And I had a customer in the shop ask, are those candlesticks the same size? Because one looks shorter than the other. He said it's actually an illusion. They're the same size. The illusion to make one look taller than the other is that we put a shorter candle on top of the other one. So you can use symmetry with these, but if you want to make something more interesting and asymmetrical, you can play around with what's on top by the height. So there you go. Ashlyn, how tall are these candlesticks?
Those candlesticks, as beautiful as they are 17 inches tall.
17 inches tall, and they're 5 inches in diameter.
Mm-hmm.
So beautiful, $53 each. All right, one more item that we have to reflect symmetry are our big glass goblets. Again, reflect light beautifully. You could fill this with, if you love wine.
Well, yeah, it'd be a great wine glass.
Yes, or if you're super thirsty and want to fill it with water, there you go. But this glass goblet, very heavy in weight. Show you nice and close. That is solid. This is all solid, and the base, the stem is solid as well. So I can't poke my finger through or anything like that. I've got my little green apple in there just to show some color. But again, beautiful, beautiful for display. We've used these in so many ways. Right now on the floor, they've got little green apples in them. I've put orbs of some of our moss and tucked some spring flowers that sprung out of it
Yeah.
before.
Christmas time, didn't we have some Christmas ornaments hanging out the
Yeah.
rim of them?
I did crystal ornaments hanging all around the rim at Christmas time. So versatile. These can be used in so many ways. And they can hold corks, they can hold names. Pennies.
Put your change in there, your pocket change in there.
Kind of classy for pennies, but you could. It'd be kind of cool looking, actually.
If you put your car keys in there at night, you know where they were in the morning.
Yeah. That one was directed right at me. But all right, so this goblet, again, we can reflect the light. We can reflect in symmetry because we have two of them and they are of equal size. All right, I think it's time to do a little recap of market. What do you think, James? Let's get on to life moments.
Is it not time for some chrome wall sconces?
We're going to go to life moments.
Well, there we are.
Somebody started singing like an Egyptian,
Like the Egyptian.
and it just didn't move.
Yeah. The things I think of to sing, I don't know.
He walks into the bathroom in the mornings and he starts singing songs. Sometimes they're mashups of multiple songs, and he'll say, "You know that song."
And it's just like, yeah, that's actually 3 different songs by 3 different artists, and then you've smushed them all together.
You come up with some things that I'm like,
Gone, 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 so long, gone, 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 so long. And sometimes I sing Canadian songs,
and
and
he says, "You know the one."
she doesn't know. I'm like, it was on the top 40 charts for weeks, and she's like, I've never heard of it. Then I look it up, and it turns out it's Canadian, and that's why I know it.
So anyway, we digress. We had a great weekend in High Point.
Yep.
And we saw some great things.
We did.
Picked up some new lines.
Yep.
We
We got some new product coming.
Mhm.
Like every time we go to market, we got a bunch of new product coming. And the product we ordered this time, we said just ship it right away. We didn't, like at the January market, oftentimes it's like, well, send some at Easter, send some at Thanksgiving, send some at Christmas. This time we just said send it. So, yeah.
But that doesn't mean
That doesn't mean it's going to be here tomorrow. No.
Because there are some
There's still wait
things-
lines, wait times.
Well, and there's some things that we were looking at that were brand new.
Yeah.
They haven't even produced yet.
Yeah.
They produced the prototype for market, but
Which means we need
It's-
stuff like filtering in here every few weeks for months, which is great.
yes. So let's go ahead to our video and let's see what we saw at market.
All right.
This is the market to attend for the largest furniture selection as well as home decor, accessories, fabrics, wallpapers. If it's part of your home, you'll find it here. James and I spend days exploring spectacular showrooms and looking for just the right pieces to bring into the boutique as well as scouting for client projects. We get our workout in walking miles and miles and also in test sitting on every sofa, chair, and bench and dining chair. We inspect framework, stitching, cushion construction, keeping every client in mind from the high end to the conservative budget. It's a lot of work, but we have a lot of fun along the way. This market, we sourced a new line we're excited about with new dining, bedroom, and cabinet selections. We looked through existing lines we carry to see what's coming soon. We searched through artwork from contemporary to photography to art that brings texture and architecture.
I'm just sitting here relaxing, sitting in a rug showroom. She's been working hard over here. They've gone through hundreds of rugs, looking at every single rug that's available, making decisions, picking out new samples. We decided to bring in 50 new rugs from this company and to add to the rugs we already have. And to tell you what, it is a lot of work figuring out which ones to bring in. You can see as they're flipping through them here, there's just so many choices, so many different options of what you can do. So we are appreciative of the patient salespeople that work with us and help us out. All right, so we're buying purses. These are all made from leftover pieces of fabric from when they make furniture. So instead of going to a landfill, they're upcycled bags made from reclaimed upholstery fabric. Proceeds benefit, take it away, Epilepsy Foundation. So kind of a cool little thing they got going on over there. So here's what she's got so far. She just started. So we're buying purses. Buying purses. Wow. And then it's just a tiny little bit of the things we looked at, isn't it?
Yeah, just a
Just
the
a bit.
purpose.
Ah.
Because we crammed market into 2 days.
So,
Our
2 days.
Yes. There were a couple of things as I was thinking it through and kind of sharing with the girls and filling them in, realized, ooh, I never went and saw this. But it's fine. I saw what I needed to see. The others are ones that we deal with already, so it's not. My goal at this one was very different than what I usually do. My goal on this one was to find something. He said, "What you looking for?" And I was like, something fresh, something new.
Sometimes we're looking for like botanicals or succulents, or sometimes we're looking for pillows, sometimes we're looking for bedding, sometimes we're looking for wall art. Sometimes we go and we've got a very specific thing we're looking for.
Right.
This time it was just kind of like something new and something fresh.
Yeah.
So, and I think we did that.
Yeah, got to meet president of one company, got to have good conversations with some of the other companies. So got to meet with our friends at Bedford, and so it was a good time.
It's funny too, because we were on the second floor looking for them, and we got sidetracked by this little thing they had going on across the hallway. They had all these chairs lined up, and it looked like they were going to do a fashion show or something. So we were totally focused on that, and almost walked right past their booth.
We
and
heard
it's like everybody in the booth go. The Bedford Throws is one of our favorite vendors, absolutely, hands down.
great guys.
Yeah, great guys. We really love going in there. So yeah.
But don't have any well, you kind of saw them in the video, but I'm not talking about those tonight so much because reflecting, well, you could reflect a throw by putting
I found a throw for my office, for my new office. I found one and I'm like, oh, that's perfect. So I got a throw coming for there. So when that comes in, I'll show you a picture of that. And I ordered a new area rug for my office too. So that it's all coming together. That's another
James was
project.
taking care of some personal shopping.
I was. Yeah.
Some pictures of some artwork that I'm thinking about for the house.
We always do that a little bit. You got to, a couple things for the house.
Get rid. Can't always be all about work. So, all right. Into these sconces. They reflect light because they are chrome finish, and they also have that symmetrical reflection because we have 2 of them. These would be beautiful flanked on two sides of a fireplace. They would be beautifully
Piece of art.
yes, or a mirror in like a dining room.
Like, yeah, front hall. Yep. Oh yeah.
Yes. All right. They are $110.50 each.
You have a hammer and nails, and we will travel
We
small
will.
distances. But we go to people's houses all the time. People that come in, and they're like, "Oh, it's a lovely piece of art. I don't want to get on a ladder." Okay. well, we have a ladder and a hammer and a level, and we'd be happy to come and do it for you. So
Yes.
we go and we do that a lot. We've been to so many houses, hanging art, hanging. We had a fun time at one house hanging a cowhide on the side of a staircase that we were 20 feet in the air, and a little scary.
That was long before the boutique.
Yeah,
actually.
but we've done a lot of crazy stuff as far as, installation. So we are always happy to do that. We've actually got some pretty cool installations coming up that we're pretty excited about. So, yeah.
So they will be coming to you soon.
Yeah.
And whatever we do at the house, we'll share that too.
Absolutely.
But all right, let's move
We keep
on.
making such a fun idea for next week. You got to tune in. It's going to be great.
It is.
That whole wall. You're going to love it.
All right. Next item.
I tip my hat to Trish this week because our topic is reflection. And the many things that were she's photographing, I say we, I'm not doing a thing. All the things Trish is photographing or filming are reflective surfaces. And that is not easy to do. So Trish, good job. We're talking about this cabinet, which is the most common thought of reflection, a mirror. It's a mirrored cabinet. And the benefit of a reflective cabinet is that it reflects what's in the room. That's to Trish's chagrin today, but in a home setting, it's fantastic because it can be a substantial piece, but because it's reflecting what's in the room, it becomes light and airy, almost disappears in this space. This particular piece has a mirrored front, a mirrored top, as well as mirrored sides. Its dimensions are 38 by 19 by 34 high. It's $999. I love how they've picture framed the doors with the beveled glass. That adds dimension a bit and adds a little interest instead of just being a flat mirrored panel. I also love the little rail pulls that it has in gold that match the gold trim that frames out the entire piece, which gives it structure. So the whole thing is not mirrored, and it allows the piece to not just reflect, but also say, hello, I'm here. So adding a little bit of style to it as well. There's great storage inside. We've got 2 shelves that run all the way across. It is dark on the interior, great depth, 17 inches deep outside measurements. So the interior shelf is slightly narrower than that, but it allows you to add some larger platters if you're using this as a dining room piece, holding those kinds of things, or other larger objects inside. Games, it would be a great cabinet to hold games, or any other item that you want to stow and hide away.
Okay, seriously, didn't Trish do a great job in filming that? I think there's only a spot where you see her foot step in, and she chose reflections and then realized as the videographer and photographer, she had to get pictures of all of these things and video of all of these things, and they're all reflective surfaces. So my hat off to her. She did a great job. Don't you agree?
I agree.
Yes. Good job, Trish. Gold star.
I'll make you breakfast on Friday.
This cabinet is not $25. This cabinet is $999. It is a beautiful cabinet. I love how, again, we've got that almost picture frame detail going around the face of it. And each of those mitered pieces of mirror also have beveling to them as well. So again, it reflects the light and it reflects the room in a different way. As I said in the video, this is a way to have a heavier piece, storage piece, but not look heavy in the room because it's actually reflecting the room right back at you. So sometimes when we have smaller spaces, we don't necessarily want a piece to look weighty or heavy or to block a view. And the way to lighten it up and not make it look overdone is to do it with a mirrored piece. Yes, it will show fingerprints, but honestly, this piece sits in the showroom and I rarely see a fingerprint on it. Why? Because it has the beautiful pulls for opening the doors. You're not like fingering at the door to get it opened. Unless you're sitting with your hand on the tabletop, on the cabinet top, and you're not going to see fingerprints there. Because of the way it reflects, to be honest, we're busy people and we don't always get to the dusting right away in the boutique. And unless light is shining straight across, you don't even know it's really dusty until you pick something up and move it. So, not saying you shouldn't dust, but I'm saying sometimes we look at these reflective surfaces or glass surfaces and they kind of deter us because of dust and fingerprints. But this is a piece that, because of the way it's done, it's not necessarily something that is a problem. It's problematic. All right. I love the way the leg detail is on this piece as well. I love how there's that space, that small space between, you can see in the picture up in this corner how it's got that rail, then there's a little space, and then the mirrored cabinet frame. Those little bits of detail are so nice. I love that the interior is all finished in the black. It's nicely finished. I love that it has 2 shelves for storage. And the size is perfect for storing things away as well. Again, we're reflecting the room in this particular mirror. It has that honeycombed frame to it that I love because, again, it reflects light in a unique and interesting way. This mirror is not $10.99. Okay. Computer did not save all of my price changes I'm seeing, but this mirror is $260. So I think that's a great value for the mirror that it is. Dimensions on this mirror,
1 3/4 inches long, 29 3/4 inches high, and it's 3/4 of an inch deep.
So I think a decent sized mirror, again, this would make a great vanity mirror. It can be hung horizontally or vertically. It has already been picture frame wired on the back, picture hanging wire on the back, and it's been wired to hang either way. So you don't have to do any changing of the wire. It's already been double wired to either hang vertically or horizontally. So again, a great vanity mirror, a great hall space mirror. It has kind of that nickel, I wouldn't say brushed, but I'd say matte nickel frame in that honeycomb that gives that nice texture. I love anything that shows any kind of texture and design. And I think this mirror is beautiful for that. The mirror itself also has that little bevel detail near the frame, adding again a little interest. The reflection is good as well. In an inexpensive mirror, beware. When you are ordering a mirror online, if the price is too good to be true, it probably is. We've actually got a mirror hanging in the tile showroom that we got at an inexpensive price just because we wanted a mirror in that space, and it distorts the reflection a little bit. So when the mirror is too inexpensive, it does do a little distorting. And this mirror is a great value and a great quality mirror as well. So I think it's perfect. I love it. Moving on. What in the world? All right. So I was just going to say, and then the price popped up. I was just going to say what a great value this little guy is. Ridiculously insane price popped up. All right, so this is a really pretty little cup, and a decorative cup. It is open, so it's not a cup that you can necessarily hold liquids or anything like that in, but they are made up of little crystals that are wired in each of those little chrome circles, and the the crystals just kind of float on a little wire between. They have little chrome feet on the base. And these guys are great for a lot of different things. Very inexpensive and great for, you could throw little candies in there. You could throw some little dried flowers in there if you wanted. You just want to make sure they're big enough that they don't fall through the little holes between the crystals. In a bathroom, you could put tissue in there. You could keep your cotton balls or something like that if you needed it for needed something pretty in the bathroom. This is great for that as well. Again, a great value. Or if you just want it to sit on a shelf all by itself, the way the light captures this, you can see it in Trisha's pictures, how they just kind of sparkle and just really pretty how light captures that. It shimmers, it leaves little rainbows if the sun shines through it. Just really pretty and great for gifting. We've had people pick this up for a gift for friends. One, because it's inexpensive, but two, because it's classy as well. All right. That's the last item I've got for tonight. James, do you want to jump in and say hello or say anything before we take off for the evening?
I don't know that I've got anything specific to say. Just thanks for joining us. Appreciate you guys being here.
Yeah.
Please subscribe, like, watch.
Do all the things.
Do all the things.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was great being here. So, and we are very excited about things we have coming into the shop in the next few months. Very excited.
Yeah.
So it's going to be good. Yeah, pop in, say hello. Say hi to Trish if you haven't met Trish yet. We're getting actually great feedback on Trish.
Yeah,
a lot of people have been telling us as we're delivering pieces and that sort of thing, what a pleasure it was to work with her. So we feel like we've got somebody great over there, and we're very excited about that. Of course, if you come in and I'm there, I love that too.
For
special prayer. But anyways, we've got actually a great team here.
Yeah.
Between what we got going at the boutique and what we've got going at the tile store, the best team we've ever had. They're awesome. Well, I was making some videos today on the job site, and the guys were cutting up and having fun. And I cut some of that on video, and you'll see that. And it was just good. We're becoming a very close, tight family unit here, and we treat each other like family, and and
our customers are part of the family as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, thank you for joining us. We certainly appreciate it. It's good to have you here on a Tuesday night, and we look forward to next Tuesday night.
Week. We'll see you next week.